All right. Hey, what's up, guys? And as I get my things settled, oh damn, we might have a slow crowd today. We'll see how this goes. Hmm. What's up, Maximilius? And like always, Max, if you do want to join the link, just hit me on the chat room. I'll send you the link to the hangout if you want to join. This is open mic. Normally, the discussion is the falsification education, but this conversation can go many ways tonight. But really and truly, to really look at this, hold on. I might be bargaining. I'm not sure if I'm bargaining in and out. I want people to let me know if we are. If I'm bargaining in and out, please let me know in the chat room. I'm watching the monitor on and off, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I got your email ready, Max. If you want the link, this say yes. All right. And I sent out some links already. But this subject, I think I addressed multiple times on my channel here. Maybe not many channels I discussed this, maybe in detail or wherever. And I also had talks about this on Blog Talk Radio and other um, online conference calls. And it's not like I'm against people getting so-called the degree or any form of way of how they attain to get some form of knowledge. But this is my thing about it. Whether if you're so-called the educated lame, and you can't always put the lame and educated all together because some people that are educated or have a little sense of intelligence or know certain things can't always fall in the lame category, including those that are labeled the low-level thugs for our society, what they call the Pookie and Ray Ray. And you hear a lot of these terminologies. But this is my thing with this. And I go back to many scholars that some I've read personally and some that I have watched through a series of videos. And even to my understanding and conclusion that in the society we live in, there is no such thing as a education. There are forms of training people take and undergo, depending on what training they are signed up for, or a skill that they could probably use and pass on. That I know exists, but other than regards to people that are so-called educated through regular institutions, universities, that is a falsification in my mind. And I'll probably tell my briefs in a second. 1 second, people. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just doing something right now. Let me turn this. Let me turn this thing down. All right. Let me continue. Um, the falsification of what we call educated is a myth. Most of the typical black person here in this country or across the country, they get their forms of regular institution education from regular academia, and some even go as far as the pre-K to K, 12K. And most of the training, or I like to call education, most black people in society get is usually based on a Eurocentric ideology, a philosophy, in a sense of thinking, where you hear typical people that labels call themselves the lames or the educated lames. They have really truly they do have the same talking points like these Eurocentrics in regards how they view themselves, but don't view everybody else in its entirety, which I find it very strange. And it goes even further that even let's say the women are so-called educated. We all know a lot of women are not really educated because most of these women, when they take regular forms of education, same talking points, same thinking and philosophy. All right, Max Bex, I'm gonna send you a link now. And like I said before, we have to expand our thinking and how we perceive reality as rich people. And one of the things we had to think about how we view ourselves as a collective. Because to really come out of this situation, we have to really tackle why the hell we still think the way we do and still act and conduct by what we've been trained or we've been educated to view reality for such a long time since we're young to, or at age 6, 7 years old till we're like adults. Most people that once they reach adulthood have never changed their thinking or their reality as they see themselves as a person, as a race. And because of this, we are still on this hamster wheel I like to call insanity. And what I mean by insanity? Because like Amos Sosa said decades ago, that for black people to operate the way they are in the society, you have to be out of your goddamn minds. You have to be insane. Because to be insane, you have to think like others and not really think about yourself and how you view yourself in the world. You have to do crazy things. You have to be out of your minds in regards to your actions, whether you do degenerate things like, fight amongst each other, engage in degenerate behaviors, to, you know, even engage in certain forms of criminality. And people must understand criminality is a controlled construct that is all solely conducted by policy. As y'all know, Cerulean and other men on here have told you the effects of policy have on the black community and the black collective. It shapes your behavior and your actions towards how you move and operate in society. And because of these policies put in place, you're now acting and conduct yourself out of what they want you to behave and think as a people. You'll view yourselves. You will view yourself. Hold on. Make sure I'm not bargaining it out. You'll view yourselves as nothing less than like more of an animal, or even go as far as look at yourself as what we call the quote unquote the devil, which really they depict evil in a negative light that is usually red or black in nature, meaning looks, skin tone, you name it. And because of this, we have to know and understand that when we sit there, look and hate what we see in that same mirror, that we wake up and watch our face and discuss is subconsciously, unconsciously, it shows the character amongst ourselves and how we hate the very thing that we look every day in that same mirror. And because that hate, the first thing you do once you don't like something, you do everything possible to get rid of it. Even possibly go as far as destroy yourselves from your features to your hold on, to your I would like to say your hair, your nose, possibly your face, and even go as far as destroying your skin. So taking like bleaching items like bleaching creams, pills, and they have it bad in Africa, especially in certain parts of the West Coast, Africa, where they sit there taking even pills and go as far as if they're pregnant, they'll just take these so-called medications to damage the baby skin tone in the fetus because they feel that being lighter has a better they have better shot in society, knowing that you live in a black country but it's still run and controlled by blacks. That's my check. But only way this really happens is they have to really get in your subconscious mind and make you insane mentally. Then eventually the physicality happens. Eventually. Not eventually, but it's really certain. If you think about it. So thinking on this that when you hear a lot of men and women display that they're educated and they're better than the next person because they have a sense of degrees and stuff, I always look at them and I always have to ask this important question to them. Okay, with this so-called higher education, this degree you attain, what type of empowerment does it really hold weight to yourself and the race that you stand? I mean, the Black collective. How does inspire and empowers us as a collective? Because I've noticed most people that go through deep levels of education, which is not a form of indoctrination if you're not knowing about it, the more program and the more you conduct yourself like a regular drone, and we all know what drones do, you don't have a sense of thinking, of perception of your own reality and how you see the world. And instead accepting the norms. Hello, Maximus. The norms of reality. And hold on. Okay. And I'm saying this because
What's up, Chaos?
hey, what's up, man?
What's
Hold on,
going
let me
on?
just my mic. 1 second. I might use different headphone. Yeah. Rate the video audio quality. What's this? Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
all right.
Sound good.
He's distracted by the
Sound
thing.
like your usual loud self.
Yes, I know. I know. I
You
know.
got a you got a good mic though. I tell you that. Your mic is powerful.
Oh, I thank you, man. I had to go buy this special mic. What is this? This is like one of
Man, that
meteorite
motherfucker
mics.
booming, man.
It's smooth, right? Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
hey, maybe when you start your channel up, I'll send you a picture of the mic you should get.
yeah. Well, yeah, I want
Yeah.
to talk to you about it. You see, my channel, I'm gonna have a lot of things going on. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to be doing the Python teaching. I'm going to be setting up the game channel for the gamers and teaching people how to
Okay.
become successful gamers.
Okay.
Like I was telling this guy the other day. Like I was telling the crew, to be a world class gamer, you got to
Mm-hmm.
change your whole lifestyle and mentality. It's a lifestyle that they live. It's not a casual gaming thing. These guys take these games seriously, man, like a job. They actually believe that these games are real.
I believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a whole different mentality, man. I used to play with Silver Fox, man. Yeah, um, and he was like, dude, he was some kind of he was some kind of emotionless robot.
Mm.
He just
Mm.
eat, drink, sleep, games.
Wow.
And all of the big time gamers I ran into, they all got this mentality, man. They live a game lifestyle. They live in these games. That's why they're so good.
Yeah, some are so skilled, especially ones that skilled in
Hmm.
the fighting genre,
Yeah, yeah.
that they able to do certain things. And mind you, I am quote unquote what we call a gamer myself. At one time, I kind of back off a little bit because I just lose somewhat of interest to a
Uh huh.
degree.
Right.
Because as you get older and you try to do certain things, other things to
Hmm.
mix up it, you don't really have the time and energy like you used
Right.
to really invest in certain things. Hell, I went even as far as try to, learn how to make a game. And that didn't pan out so well.
Well, we're gonna
But
do that when we get into Python and stuff. Python is a pretty robust language. You're gonna be shocked to see how many things are made from Python.
I see.
You know.
I see. I see.
Uh, But
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, you was talking about the education.
Yeah, this falsification education.
Yeah.
Because I notice people have a certain mindset, and even a boisterous mindset that they've achieved the promised land to a
Well,
degree. Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
program mindset. That's a Caucasoid. That's a Caucasoid philosophy. You see, when you become educated in their so-called institutions of learning, you're
Hmm.
basically getting indoctrinated into an ideology that is really anti-life. It's about deception and misdirection.
Hmm.
And the more you become educated, the more you start to lose yourself as a person. You start
I
to
see.
deteriorate as a person. If you notice, those who are highly educated, many of them are extremely obnoxious and don't have much emotion towards other people because you start to become desensitized to the pain and suffering of others. And it starts out real small, like calling each other dumb and stupid, and it starts to escalate. And the more you do that,
Hmm.
the more you start to deteriorate as a person. Your morality deteriorates, right?
Hmm.
Your
Yeah.
compassion for others deteriorate, right?
Yeah.
So you become basically a narcissist, right? And not
Yeah.
give a shit about what goes here or what goes there. It's all about you being smarter than someone else. And to the point that you would even deploy deception or misdirection to be right. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
it's really then you become pretty much antisocial around certain types of people. You become
Mm.
antisocial, right? And then the ones who are really bad are the ones who adopt the Caucasoid tongue. They are fully integrated into Western philosophy.
Yes. 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 Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
So,
How you doing, Mr. Wolf? Good evening. I think
hello,
he.
hello.
How you
When
doing?
the brother finishes, I want to disagree with that, but I want him to get his thing out though.
Okay.
I'm done.
So here's the first part is where I do agree, and then I'll go into why I don't. So the parts that I do agree is yes, we, meaning people like myself, we become narcissistic. We become aliens to the rest of the community. We There's a lot of us who do, I admit, lean over into the white milk. Um, I give a small defense of that is that a lot of times because they feel so alien, they feel that they have no partnership with the other people who have not done it because the other people who have not done it many a times don't want to move, and because they don't want to move, and I'm not saying it's right what the higher level dudes do. When other people don't want to move, then it makes people say, well, where is my allegiance? I might as well allege over here because time is ticking. So in defense of that, they do it. That those two things I will agree with the brother on. And this is basically for the audience. I'm not taking shots at him. We're just talking about the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where I disagree. I think that many a times it is a bailout for people to constantly say, look at what these cats over here are doing. They coons, they sellouts, they blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 10, 20% maybe. But the rest of the cats are not. The rest of the cats are waiting to link up with somebody that's got their funds together and ready to move. And the problem, it looks like what the brother was saying. It looks like we feel that way, but I've never, and I've been an honor student since first grade. I have never heard highly educated black people call people stupid and dumb unless they were being yelled at and cursed out first. Many times, the initial attack comes from people who are not advancing, and then something is said back to them, and the first thing people say is, "Look, he said something," without even acknowledging that they're actually rebutting what somebody's saying. So that's my only thing. And if my brother who made a good summation, if people like him were really right, then and people like me were really wrong, then his version would be moving the crowd. His version would be creating multiples and multiples. But the matter of fact is, we coons, we sellouts, we whatever you want to call us, highly educated brothers, we're keeping what's left of the black community afloat with our businesses and our situations, while everybody else is just working for somebody to stay afloat. That's my only pushback on all that.
Mm-hmm. 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 Now, did you hear? Now, did you hear the narcissism in that? Chaos.
Well, I'm here just putting out. I'm not really going to say I agree, disagree, because everybody.
So
brings
let me.
Okay.
All right. So let me address this part. Now,
yes. There was narcissism, which is why I said I'm like that. So yes, he's absolutely right. There was narcissism. Go ahead though.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Now, he said he's never heard highly intelligent black people call each other dumb or call other people dumb. It's on YouTube every day, all day. I don't know how you could miss it. It's in everyday life as well. I don't know how you could miss that either, unless you're just walking around in a bubble. Okay. Now, one more thing you said. You talked about coons, right? Well, coons don't necessarily have to do with education. Coons fall under the category of good people and bad people. Coons are bad people.
So I'll take that pause as my time to jump in. Well, I'll say this once again. I agree with the brother. I am a narcissist. It's part of my version of being an entrepreneur. You got to be a little bit narcissist to wake up every Monday and tackle the white man and put handcuffs on him to make him do what you want to do. So I agree with that. The other part is. He didn't address, if you notice, what I said about their version is not working. He skipped totally to my side of the argument instead of addressing, okay, why isn't theirs working? But let's deal with what he said. Yeah, you're right. We are doing those things, but in my experience, I've never heard it on YouTube. My experience, and I've been on YouTube since 2007. It's always the cats who are not educated calling names. I don't hear Erica calling names. As much as I don't like Boyce, I don't hear him calling names. I don't hear somebody else's quote got it. Glenn Cole. I don't hear him calling names. I don't hear myself calling names. I think Chaos done heard a few people curse me out, and I show a lot of restraint. So yeah. I don't know where these examples are that you say on YouTube all the time. There may be one or two. I will concede that, because just because I ain't seen them don't mean that they don't exist. Just because I ain't seen them don't mean that it don't exist. So on that part, I do agree with the brother. But I'll share the mic on that.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, I was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chaos.
You know, it's interesting, Mr. Wolf, that you talk about the men that have, like, like I said, are, building their own business and stuff. And that is one thing that is being missed by other people that's out here saying otherwise, like people that label themselves either educated or put the lame into it, or, they're separated, or one of the two, that they are doing something. They're not just sitting there just working corporate America. Some of them have work, some left and try to make their own. but these discussions not being talked about. They make it seem like people that's on the other side, or what this, I like to use the word poking railways, but it seemed like they're saying they're doing much more than the regular ones that, have it together and using what they've learned, accumulate, or even their intelligence and expand on it to not only do for self, but eventually try to make way for the next black person amongst their race. That's not being discussed enough.
What's the other brother's name? I want to be polite.
Maximus.
Maximus. Mr. Research, pleasure to meet you. Or Wolf. But anyway, so here's I'll keep it short so Mr. Maximus can get the mic also. Okay. Here's the thing with that. It's not our duty to make them promote. It's not our duty to make them advertise to the youth. Because at the end of the day, Chaos, they got to advertise to you and the people younger than you.
Yeah.
So if the critique is, hey, we other guys are doing the promotion, we're doing the what little promotion it is. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, we ain't even all together tight the way we be acting. And like I said, Maximus has a good point. Maximus has a good point. A lot of dudes who make it a sellout like all outdoors won't even hire a brother. So I agree with that. But where are the mid-level people? Where are the Pookies? They not even trying to promote themselves. When the last time a thug said, you know what, Chaos, man, you want to get in here in this $70,000 job, man, give me your resume. I'm going to walk it in. See, the quote unquote sellouts are doing that, providing that we know each other, because we only do it. Hey, I know your father, blah, 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 blah. So my question to Maximus is, without focusing on my side, just strictly his side, where are the people over there doing the promoting for people like Chaos and younger?
Okay. First question. I'm curious. What is my side?
That's an ad hominem.
Okay. Pookies and Ray Rays. Well, Pookies and Ray Rays are stereotypes created by racist white people. Black people buy into these stereotypes, and they perpetuate the behavior of these stereotypes, and they cause violence in racist white people. Black people
Crude, you line, please. All right, go ahead, Maximus. Sorry about that. He just jumped
right.
Yeah, say it again, Maximus, because somebody stepped over you, bro.
Pookies and Ray Rays are a stereotype created by racist white people. The problem that you see in the neighborhoods and black communities is that you have some black people that buy into these stereotypes, and they perpetuate the behavior of these stereotypes, and they cause violence amongst one another, and unfortunately sometimes kill each other. So you're not going to find anything positive coming from a Pookie or a Ray Ray, because a Pookie and Ray Ray does not exist. It's just a racist stereotype that black people are buying into because they weren't taught any better.
I agree with you, Max. Shout out to y'all, Chaos, and man, y'all snapping. Mr. Research, shout out.
Yes, sir. Can I say this? This is what I meant by his side. I've already identified that Maximus is an intellectual. I don't know him from Adam, but I can tell by his presentation that he's an intellectual. So in a regular debate, being that I've picked this other side of the coin, the only reason I said his side was I meant to say his argument or his theory. So I wasn't talking about him on a personal. I never do that. I talk about what a person's theoretical premise is. So with that said, Chaos, did you notice he did not address why they're not doing the marketing? He only spoke about the Pookie. And I'm not trying to be arrogant when I say that, but in this discussion, I want Maximus to explain to us the question that was avoided. Why are not the non-high highly educated promoting to the 20-year-olds? Why are not the non-educated doing the work better than or even 50% of what the educated to do? Why just wait for us and then critique us about what we are and what are we not doing to somebody else's standard? Do better than us. So can Maximus address that? And I say this politely, just on an intellectual deal. It's not personal, bro.
Okay. If something doesn't exist, then there is no need to promote it. So why work for something that means nothing?
I'm glad you said that. So with that said, it's hard to critique us because we're doing the work. Go ahead. Somebody else get the bite.
No, I was gonna follow up because Max said what I was gonna say. Right, Pookie and Ray Ray don't exist. I'm Ray Ray. I'm Boule Ray Ray. If we were going to buy Kevin Samuels with BGS, I consider myself a 90 octane. You feel me? I was raised by 292 octanes. Shit, probably 90, 100 octanes because they got both my parents got several degrees, lawyers and actuaries and shit like that, CEOs and shit like that. I'm Jack and Jill. I'm one of these motherfuckers, right? But also, I, I've been through 8 years of college, but I didn't. I don't have a degree, kind of like Saruni. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I've been through a lot of school. I know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why even y'all can see me. I'll be on the panel drunk and then be like, God damn it, Crew just said some shit that made me think. Let me rethink my whole premise of everything, right? Because I study, I read books, I do this shit. You know what I mean? I am like my daughter lives in Africa. I actually sacrificed. I went to jail for this shit. I did this shit. You know what I mean? My dad's mentor is Haki Matabuti. I know Haki Matabuti. I went to school with Haki Matabuti's son. And anybody who's supposed Black First or Black Power, Umgawa, this, that, y'all know who Haki Matabuti is. Third World Press. You know what I mean? Everybody, if you know, you know. If you don't, you. I got my stepmom can pass down Yale shit. You know what I mean? Like get you into Yale. She got 2 credits. You know what I mean? She graduated twice from Yale. You know what I mean? My mom, Carnegie. Like I'm telling you, like so I'm with this shit. I'm with this shit. But it's like, man, it's the levels to this. Like I'm not saying, oh, I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying, oh, this Pookie and Ray Ray, this, that, this. I'm the Ray Ray of the fucking boule. Shit. You know what I mean? I went out with my guy when I went to Chicago, and I'm like, oh shit, this I bet you I'll beat a bunch of my Jack and Jill people here. And lo and behold, I met, you know what I mean, a bunch of my people from Jack and Jill right there in the jazz bar, the secret club. You know what I mean? Like there is no difference between this because everybody can go from every. I've been in raids, but I've also been in fraternities. You know what I mean? I've been in. You know what I mean? I've had smoke bombs kicked in the door of my buddy crib while I'm there, and I've also been on college dorm rooms where it's all AKAs, and then you know how them AKAs get down, and that's another thing. Are them AKAs strags too because they selling pussy? It's the same thing, in my opinion. It's still the same shit. It doesn't matter what level you're on. It doesn't matter what oh you went to school or you didn't, or you sold drugs or you didn't. Anybody that watched Power see, and I don't want to use TV shows like that, but like you know, Ghost. That motherfucker's a street motherfucker. He's a Pookie and Ray Ray. But you look at him in the show, he's an educated lame. And then you call Tommy the Pookie and Ray Ray. But Tommy got enough money. He's the educated lane too, but he's still street as hell. Like all of it is to me is bullshit, in my opinion. Like the classifications, and then like somebody was asking, does that make you? Oh, you feel you're better than me or this that? Well, are you better than a Dusty Beta Male Coon? You know what I mean, if you get the reference. But like that's
So I
still the same classism. That's still the same classism as the Pookie and Ray Rays, educated lanes, and all that. If you're better than a Dusty Beta Male Coon, or if you're better than a white supremacist, then all your arguments about who's better and who's not better go out the window. I'm done. I yield the floor.
Okay, thank you. Let me just go back to the monitor. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, that says it. And one thing, I respect everybody's opinions and their own thinking in regards to the subject matter. And this subject goes many ways. And even the purpose is to get a more overall view. I mean, my perspective in regards is my perspective at the end of the day. So I'd like to even hear from other brothers and really intellectualize and have an even more deeper perspective of this, you know? So, like I said before, and one thing about you, Mr. Wolf, you know, even when you ask the questions, it's not something to be dishonest, but you're posing the question that, you know, can we prove ourselves wrong? You know, in regards, you know, it's only with a reaction with people that have a little bit more, let's say, use more of their heads, that they have to defend themselves to those that feel offended or they might feel inferior, which nobody should feel inferior when somebody else knows a little thing. It should inspire the other one to really to step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what I don't know and try to see what I could learn or attain and bring a different element. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're meeting with the minds here at the end of the day. And that's one thing I'm trying to get out here, point across.
Hey, Chaos. I do agree with you. Like, I don't mean to cut you off, Mr. Research, if you want to say something, but like I would, like, look, I might be better at piano than everybody else. You feel me? Because I've been playing since 5 years old. But I know it's people that started 3 years ago that are better than me at the piano. You feel me? But I might be better at this one thing. I might be better at this. I might be better at making money. I might be better at, you know what I mean, getting girls or something. But that doesn't mean like I'm a totally better person. Do you get me? Because shit, I might have some bodies under me. You get me? So even though I got all of this, you know what I mean, that don't mean I'm better because it's a lot of shit I might have done, you know what I mean, to attain these skills or whatever. But that doesn't make me as a whole person better. You get me? You're better in some places, but you're not better everywhere. That doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like Chaos, you might be a computer programmer, but maybe you can't get no women. I'm just using that as an example. I know you got all the chicks out there. You know what I mean? I'm just using that as an example. But like you might be a computer programmer and can't get no women, right? But god damn it, your computer programming skills will make it so we can all live better. So you might be the better person. You might be the person that made the hangouts to where we can all talk. So even if you're not getting the women, we're gonna lead them to you because you done made everything easier for us. You know what I mean? Nobody is better than anybody. And I swear, if anybody says that, I'm better than everybody. Then. You know what I mean? But that's, you know what I mean? If it's that, because you're the best Chaos. Mr. Research, you're the best Mr. Research. Max, you're the best Max. You know what I mean? I can't be Max. I can't be Mr. Research. I cannot be Mr. Chaos. Y'all are the best at what you do. You're the best. You're better than everybody else at being who you are. But I'm not finna say that you're better than me because I'm the best ray gun that I can be. You get me?
Yeah, okay.
That's all I'm saying. But I'm with y'all, man. But let me know if I'm off topic or something.
Let me I'll say this. I've always disagreed with how BG and the crew over there present things. Not all their stuff, but most of them, because for those of us who know, some things come across confusing. So I totally never, ever agreed to any of their version of what Pookie and Ray Ray is. I stick to the hood version. I don't know if that's a geopolitical version they created, but I never understood why they created that version, because the hood version of Pookie is different. Now, BGS brought the Ray Ray to the forefront, so that's his own creation. But the Pookie thing has always been people who look like us and destroy our community and go back to hiding around us. To say that that person don't exist is, I think that's a unicorn statement. I think that's a red herring, because those type of crabs do exist, whether they on the educated side or the other side. They are people who are devastating to our community because they hide around us. Now, BGS's version of Ray Ray, you know, I only agree with part of it, and that's the part that he's still a Pookie, but he's a little slicker. But I do agree with Crew that nobody is better, and that's the point of what I'm saying, is that the people who don't like, because I came in on the part that about the highly educated, the people who don't like Al Sharpton, cool. Get rid of Al Sharpton tomorrow, and let's see Al Sharpton 5.0. Oh, you don't want to do that. You just want to critique Al Sharpton from a distance. Well, how does that help our community? Well, it helps our community because it's the truth. Okay, whose truth? Because it sounds like you want a pat on the back from a distance. You don't like what Al Sharpton is doing? I agree. You don't like what so-and-so did? Hey, I agree. Get on this microphone. Get out there when they have some type of event in your area. Get on that microphone and stop hiding and throwing rocks at the Al Sharptons you don't like, or the highly educated you don't like, or
hey, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to dip. I got to take a phone call. But I'll be back. I got to take a phone call.
Man, do your thing, Crew. You know how to tell us. Go ahead.
All right.
Continue, Mr. Research.
so if you don't like those things, cool. When are we going to see the action from the critiquers? When are we going to see the action from the "it ain't enough" crowd? You seen Chaos when people created ADOS. I don't like the fact Yvette is over there with ADOS, but you know what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I play my lane until I can see a better move for power.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have now is a bunch of people spending their time getting on the mic talking down about ADOS. Who is that helping, Ku Klux Klan member? Just go create your own. Go create sons of slavery. I don't care what you create, but why is it necessary to say, look what these guys ain't doing? That's just my view, and I'm just sticking to the topic. The audience can take it for what it is, but that's my version of the topic that I heard.
Excellent. And for those that is listening to the stream for the very first time or newcomers, you could comment, subscribe, and like the stream. You know, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It'd be
I have
nice.
a question.
Go ahead, Maximus.
To Mr. Research, I'm curious. What do you want BGS and these so-called others to actually do?
I didn't say I wanted BGS to do anything.
BG?
Yeah, I never said I wanted.
You're not talking about BGS?
Yeah, maybe you misunderstood.
Yeah, I did.
BGS has fueled the topic, and I'm not trying to be condescending when I say it twice, the topic of Pookie and Ray Ray, because he's the fueler of that. Obviously, I referenced him. Because I disagree with his version, obviously I referenced him. But I have no thought of what he should or should not do. Because what I noticed, a lot of our people here on YouTube are only about talking. And I don't begrudge anybody who only talks. I hire black men. I have a counseling thing where I help black men. And I got proof. Chaos has seen it. I got provable students that'll come and tell you, hey, Mr. Research changed my whole thing. I'm making more money now. I'm not a talker, so I can't address what people who are only talking should and should not do.
Okay. Now, one thing, BGS Igmore, we're talking about, right? Just want to be clear. I don't want to, because I don't know if there's anybody else named BGS out there that I don't know of. Brothers?
I believe that's who he's talking about.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking. All right.
Well, let's ask him, Mr. Research. That's what you're talking about?
That's the person who created the term that we're using, Ray Ray. Yes.
Okay. All right. I was make clear.
Well, that's a false statement. He did not create that term. The term was created long before he was born.
Well, I didn't hear it here until he did it. So thank you for educating me. Who originated the term Ray Ray, or what year is it found? Can I find it in a movie? What movie is it?
I don't know. I don't watch many movies.
So wait. So here's the problem, my brother, and it's going to sound like I'm being an ass, but here's the problem. When we say no, something was created long before, but we have no reference for it, it comes across as if we're pulling a false equivalency. So if we can't quote a movie, if we can't quote who actually created it, and I'm only saying this not toward Maximus, but just all of us in general as Black people, we got to start getting to the research. We got to start getting to the theory, because we put a lot of stuff out here that, and I will agree, maybe that term was out there. So let me agree with Maximus, but I would just really. Yeah, I just really wish we knew,
it might be in New Jack City. I might double check that movie. I remember watching Chris Rock. I don't know if he was one of them that was labeled that.
Well, Chris Rock was Pookie.
Okay.
I believe the term Pookie and Ray Ray was around in the days of Bumpy Johnson.
Ray Ray, maybe. I never heard Pookie until New Jack City, but we're going to have to look into that. So, you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah, so for now, we'll keep that on a wraps right now until we find validation. I'm not sure I'm going to have time to really look into the history because I'm not sure what to start to look for that. But wait, hold on. Somebody wrote some in the chat room. Wasn't Chris Rock Pookie? Yes, Naim. If you've not been listening early, we just said that. Guys, continue. Sorry. Let me step away from them. Give me a second. I gotta mute myself.
Hey, Maximus, let me ask this question. Do you believe the Black male community is hiring each other at an all-time high or a mid-high? Or do you believe the Black male community is pulling each other into jobs?
Well, there's not many jobs in the Black community to hire other Black people. So I would have to say no.
Well, here's my question then. Isn't it odd how the Black females are creating these businesses and pulling Black females in at a record high?
Because they've
because
they've been incentivized to do so by policy.
I got you.
Black men aren't incentivized by policy because there are no policies that incentivize Black men.
I really wish we Black men could change that, because we know what the issues are. But again, there's not a lot of us incentivized to make these things happen. And those of us who are trying to make these things happen, it would be great if the other guys who are only talking would get on board and get incentivized, because we can't just use our money for everybody. We can't just sometimes, man, I get off work and I gotta be at a Black father's event or black fathers. I'm helping somebody with a young black boy event, and I get off work at 4:30. Got to be over there by 5. Sit up here and do what we need to do there for an hour, maybe 2. Go home and try to get to sleep, and then try to go to my night job. And when I can, contact my employees for my online business. I wish the other brothers were incentivized instead of only talking month after month after month after month.
Okay. How do you know that these people are just talking? What part of their private life do you know about?
That's a good
Well,
question.
you're either talking or you're doing action, right?
Says who? Says who?
Says everyone. I mean, either a caterpillar sits there and eats, or he just sits there.
You see,
I
Mr.
mean,
Research, you
either
see the problem I have with your rhetoric? It sounds personal.
wait. Why are you saying my rhetoric?
Because your rhetoric is what I've been listening to for the past 5 minutes.
And your defense is that it sounds personal to who?
It sounds personal, period.
To who? Who would that be personal to? Name a person. Who's that personal to?
I guess to everyone that's listening.
Oh, that's unfortunate, brother. I care about our young black
It,
boys.
it, 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 it just sounds like you're spending a lot of time engrossed in explanation, and usually people who do that have nefarious intent.
You know what? I think because you've turned the focus on me, I think you don't have a defense for why these things are not happening. So what you're
There's no
doing
need to
now is you're
defend
turning.
anything. I'm not.
So
There's no need
what
to
you,
defend anything. Well, I have no defense because there's no need to defend anything. I'm not under attack.
yeah. So therefore, making your statement about me should be nonsensical.
No, it's accurate.
No, see now what you're doing is taking pot shots.
No, I'm
We
telling you what
we
I'm hearing.
we were talking about the topic, sir, and now
I am telling
you've taken our discussion into a personal attack.
our discussion.
Me, you, and Chaos are discussing something.
Well, I didn't see anything in the topic that
Let me
said
be
something.
quiet, brother. Brother, I'm gonna go ahead and leave because obviously I've angered you in some type of way, and I'm gonna do the polite thing because you are now turning this beautiful conversation into some evil by making it about me. And when you said that I'm being personal, I'm asking personal who, and you can't even answer that. It seems like you're just looking to attack, brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and bow out, Chaos, and let this gentleman have microphone all to himself because it appears that's what he wants. So I'm out. Y'all have a
Okay.
great one.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
All right, Miss
Until
Research.
next time. Hey, what's up, Gab?
Appreciate
Hey,
appreciate
what's up,
that.
bro?
I know Sean, you
Wow.
been listening to the conversation.
I don't know what I
But
walked in on, man.
Yeah, did you hear that garbage?
No, I
And he
don't.
said
I
that he
don't know
was.
what I walked
And he
in.
said, no, I'm talking to Chaos Guy.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said he wasn't being personal.
I mean, everybody's has their own opinions. I mean, I can't really tell people what to say. I'm like,
Opinion. He's saying that people aren't doing it. How does he know that?
I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. So I just,
That's personal. You don't know what people are doing in their private lives.
well,
Saying
mm,
that they're talking and they're not. How does he know that?
uh, you know how people are. Yeah, yeah,
Then he's talking about BGS created the term Pookie and Ray Ray. Is he kidding me?
that right there. It was well. He said that he wasn't really sure about that. So I even know BJ's created the term Ray Ray. So that's something new. But that's why I think he took that back because he wasn't really sure himself. So, but other than that, what's up, Gab? What's on your mind? The topic's
No,
falsification education.
not much. I'm gonna have to. I gotta go listen to BGS real quick, man, and see what's going to happen over
Well,
Is he
there.
right now
live?
he's doing his little intro before he opens the mic. So, like I said, even on here, I'm not gonna be here long. I'm saying
Oh, okay,
that's
okay,
why I schedule a certain time.
yeah.
So once I jump off, I might be on the other people's
What
stuff.
was
Did
your
you
stream
feel
about?
Hmm
did you
Okay,
feel that
great.
I was did you feel that I was attacking him, Chaos? Be honest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I was sitting to let y'all air it out That's when you see me interrupt. Because like any man, both men, if they have a agreement, disagreement, they air it out. You understand me, Maximus? The only time I might step in if it gets like too, like raunchy. But I sit there, listen, and let two people air out whatever is on their mind or they have any difference.
All right,
Normally,
maybe
it's not like that, but I don't really interrupt people like that, especially if it's something that they feel it was on them or
maybe
something.
maybe maybe I'm getting older here. I'm 52. Maybe I don't understand something. Did you not hear the things he was saying?
I was listening. I was listening. Yeah. hmm hmm But the one thing I will say, I respect Mr. Whoop because he comes in like a gentleman, like always. So this is him. So that's why I have nothing really too much against him. But so because I can learn something from the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you this, brothers, and you know this, Gab, that I listen and absorb everybody's conversations
Yeah,
and
yeah,
my 2 cents to certain things, and anything that I could grow and learn out of this that I don't know, I listen and try to keep in memory and maybe use for myself down the line
yeah.
or expand on it.
Maybe
Because like anything, you're here growing and learning other people's personalities, how they behave, move, and all stuff. And
Right.
you know it's
maybe I'm not.
firsthand, Gab.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this, man.
Well, like I said,
No, you good.
but you gotta understand, Marcus. You bring an element like everything else because you ask questions. This is one thing I like about you. You ask questions about if you don't know, you ask a question. How
Yeah.
many people you know that don't ask questions to certain things they know, and they after they get the answer, they don't rebuttal. They sit there and say, "Oh, I think it makes sense."
The man thought that I was after he sat there
hmm
and said all of these crazy things. He thought I was attacking him.
I think he was saying that he sensed hostility, and I was too late to see. I was too late to observe the whole whether
Okay,
well,
all right,
yeah,
Gab. I'll tell you what he said, and you be the judge. He
hmm
sat here and he said BGS and other people, right, are only talking and they're not showing any action. They're not doing anything. Now, he surmised this from conversations he's had on YouTube with these people. My question to him was, what part of their private life do you know about to say that they aren't doing anything? Is
right.
that an attack?
Nah,
No.
He said I was attacking him.
Mm. Mm. But it's funny, Maximus, and this is me. I don't know everybody what they do in their personal life. Much as if I want to entertain going other people's business, what they do outside these streams. But I know that element what they bring to the table in regards to information, there is some form of action down the line. Now, mind you, we're not only going to see what people do outside here. We're going to see the fruits of their labor, but it will show eventually.
Look,
And
fellas,
sometimes in life we might never see it because
look,
we
fellas.
we we we're only in one location. Like for
Right.
example, you're from New Jersey. I'm here in New England, here in Massachusetts, Connecticut. The New England area. And Gab, you're from Philadelphia. We're not gonna know what everybody else do
DMV,
outside
DMV,
our yeah. Where what?
DMV, Maryland.
Okay, so you're in okay, you're
Mhm,
upper lower west coast. All right.
mhm.
So because the United States is a big continent in itself with 50 states, we're not gonna really know everybody's position, what they're doing outside our little comfort zone, our area region. You know what I'm saying? Unless we meet them. You know what I'm saying, and watch the fruits. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna deny if Mr. Reacher is doing what he said he does do because he is doing some of the things he does because he has shown some. I can't deny it. So to sit there, say what else people are showing. Not everybody's going to show what they do, the business like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a certain thing that, if you show everybody what you're doing, the mindset of most black people, or anybody watching, they're going to find ways to, take it, turn it, or do something.
Yeah.
That's my thinking.
You guys got to tell me the rules, man. Maybe I'm a little bit too much for a lot of people, bro.
No, no. You see, I never laid no rules on my channel, Maximus. You know what I'm saying? Because if I
I'm
did,
talking about this YouTube thing, man.
okay.
Because I'm telling you, man. I would never say you guys aren't doing. I don't know what you're doing. For all I
Mm-hmm.
know, you or Gab can be in your community feeding kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't assume.
Right? I would never say that.
Mm-hmm.
He felt comfortable saying that about someone that he don't know anything about.
Mm. Yeah.
Hey, Cass, I'm gonna jump off, man. I need to go monitor something. So
Okay.
All right, Gab.
I'll be over in BGS chat room for a minute. I'm see if I can get up on the panel.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
assuming I'm
All right.
assuming jump in there in a little bit. Not right now,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
gonna roll over there too.
Well, one
Okay.
last question, you Max, because I will
Hmm.
to end tonight's conversation. Because what the plans you have now, which should be more of the focus moving forward. You know what I'm saying, and I'm expecting some good things, brother. Because we had
Yeah, I
these
can't wait
conversations.
to get started, man.
Because we had conversation offline. I'm not sure how it's gonna be structured, but like always, you know, once you're ready, you know, and depending on my availability, you know, what I'm saying I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, when I get close to launching, I'll definitely talk to you probably about 2 weeks ahead of time, and we'll come up with some things. We'll get some things. See
Okay.
how much you want to be involved. Once I get everything set up,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
see what you want to do, what you might like. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Because I
Okay.
really would like to have a helping hand.
Okay. Yes.
And I know that, and you said that you got free time, so man, it would be great if you can help out. Or I could teach you some things real quick, and you can help out
Yeah.
and be really
What?
a part of the channel with me.
Yeah, because one thing I do want to get out of that you caught my attention is, let's say I want to build like a laptop, like you told me before. That would
Right.
be good as a necessity skill because like even with
Oh
anything
yeah, I
I
could
do,
teach you that.
yeah, it's something that because I did mess with the IT thing almost 4 years
Hmm.
ago with another brother, Mr. Browner, from where I'm at, and I learned little tricks here and there about cleaning certain things
What
on
I
the
would
computer.
like to do is teach you both
Hmm.
laptop assembly and building a PC from scratch.
Okay.
I would like to teach you both.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. And mind you, I have the necessary electronic tools like the little small screwdriver and stuff. I have them
Right,
laying
right,
around, but I don't make use of it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
right, right,
The only thing
right.
I did was with my old Asus laptop. I think it's 12, 10-inch laptop. I was able to manage to put a terabyte
Uh-huh.
external hard drive in it. And when I able to got it work, I was proud of myself. I had to watch a couple of YouTube videos just to know how to do it, but I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt
Right.
say, confident say what else I could do because there's so much information that people don't make use of that it's just pointless. Like one time my Wi-Fi chip on my other laptop that is partially damaged. I want to change, but you told me advise not to waste my time because it's just a waste of time doing it. And I don't mind waste my time because I want to sit there fix it. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
think you'll be
me.
good at it. I think you'll
Yes.
be good at it. Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
really. I mean, you're enthusiastic about it. I think you'll be good at it.
Yeah. Wait, I hear something. Gab taught me that. Say lie. Lie, lie, lie. I never said BJ's wasn't doing anything. Okay. Yeah. But crew, you're back on. What's up, crew?
Oh yeah, what's up? I had to go make a run real quick.
Wait a minute. He said. Wait a minute. He didn't say. He just sat up here and said that people are talking and not. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry, we'll leave it alone for now. I was just reading the chat room just right now, just reading that.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, it's uh everything's good, man.
mhm.
Everything is good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I've
had to
been
take a
noticing
phone
people.
call. I had to take a phone. Everything is good.
I've been
Hmm.
noticing a couple of people have been attacking BJ, trying to attack him anyway. I wonder why
Hmm.
that is.
I have
I've,
no idea.
No, nothing, 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 nothing. There's
Hmm.
I've
nothing.
heard a few. I've heard a few
Nothing to
people take
see here,
shots at him.
Max. Max. Code. Nothing to see.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's
Yeah.
nothing to see. We all got our shields, right?
Yep.
Chaos don't have a shield up, but he got a shield, right?
Yep.
No,
I might get a shield down line very soon.
no,
Not
but
yet.
like, no, we're on code. Ain't no, you know what I mean? Hoorah. We're
Okay.
good. Everybody good. You
Hmm.
feel me? Ain't
Yeah.
nothing.
Yep.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Hmm. Hmm.
You get me?
I get you.
Uh-huh.
I get you. I get you. I get you. All right then.
Hey, Chaos, how come when you do your streams on your channel, your mic is so low?
Is it
Like
low
it's
now?
it's smooth. No, it's smooth now. But like
I
when you
gotta
be
get
on the
on.
other when you be on the other panels, every time you come in, it'd be like, oh
Hey,
shit.
Well,
chaos. I
yes.
gotta set up on Discord. So how do I? Where do I go? I got the Discord app.
To be
So
honest,
where?
that's that the Discord is a gaming app. I have not downloaded that yet. I
Okay,
might
I got.
eventually start doing that. Maybe be on lookup the summertime, if everything is situated, I might start doing that. Maybe when you get your channel start, I might start create a Discord channel. Like I'm not
Hey,
Discord app. So right now I'm not looking into a lot of things yet, but I'm going to as the summer begins. Trust me on this. I might have
Yeah,
to
because
remind
BG,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
hey,
but
y'all can.
BGS.
I just dropped the link in the Hangouts to my Discord, so y'all can
Mhm.
join.
Oh
Okay.
But
yeah,
like,
I'll do that.
come on and see what's up. You know what I
Because
mean?
the last
Like,
time BGS asked me, did I, was I in Discord? I said, no, I'm not in Discord yet.
Okay. I see.
Because because I always ask him to send me the link when he goes up to Coliseum. And
Mhm.
last time he asked you, he said, "You're not in, Discord." I'm like, "No." So I got to get on the Discord.
Mm, I see. I see. I see. I see. Yeah, but and like I said, once you get your thing set up, I'm gonna tell you which mic to get. So but since you sound that, it sounds
Man,
smoother and
your
cooler.
mic is booming, bro.
Yeah,
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 Max used to cuss your ass out. Like, God damn it, what the fuck is?
I know, man. He be wrecking shit. He be coming through wrecking shit, boy. This shit booming.
And
yeah.
it's not just that, right? But like, you know how you talk
Yours
fast,
too, crew.
chaos,
Hmm?
chaos. You know how you talk fast and shit.
Yeah.
And so when you be
I'm
on
working on it.
when you be on the panels like that, it'd be like you know how the cartoons be like before they start running.
And
Yeah,
crew, you
It's
got a
like it's
booming
like
mic
that's what I
too.
picture in my mind when you start talking. It's like I'm
Hey,
like, God
crew.
damn.
Hey, crew, you got a booming mic as well.
Who me?
Yo, your shit booming too.
Right now or
Yeah, it's
oh
always
shit.
booming. Y'all got
hmm
some powerful mics, man.
yeah. And that even that my laptop because the internet's still working good on it.
And
I
y'all
get
don't have to listen. Y'all don't have to raise your voice. When y'all raise your voice, it goes way out there. Y'all can just talk normal, man, and be drowning people out.
I'm
yeah.
using my PlayStation mic on my phone right now.
Oh,
This
that's
shit,
what's up.
your
You
shit
know,
loud.
like because I didn't plug in my Bluetooth headphones in it. Well, they're charging now, but Nicole Ali was like, "Don't wear your Bluetooth all day," like I be doing. That's how I be on
You
RBR's
know what,
channel where I be
man?
at.
I don't. You know what? I don't have no more respect for that dude. I'm never talking to him again.
Okay.
Who the real
I'm
brother?
like,
No,
no,
Mr. Research, he's talking about.
Mr. Reset, I don't have no respect for him, man.
Why?
Cause man, he come up in
I
here with
missed
this.
it.
He come up in here saying crazy things and gonna accuse me of attacking him when I ask him a question. Some old bullshit. He over
See,
there telling people,
I don't take none of it personal. We might disagree this week, and we're cool next week.
"Nah, I ain't
I
fucking
see
with
us
you."
as a kind of a family. You know what I mean? Like
See, I'm a
we're the
little
ones that's
different from.
talking to each other, pushing back on each other with the
See, I'm a
different
little. I'm a little.
ideas.
See, I'm a little different than you guys, man. I come from
Mm-hmm.
an older time, man. We don't. You phony, man. I mean, I don't embrace people like that.
I got you.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can't tell the difference between an attack and a question. I mean, come on, man.
No, now, see, Max, that's what I think is misunderstandings at times.
Dude, hey, crew, he was in here feeling comfortable saying that people aren't doing anything but talking, something that he don't even know about. You don't know what these people are doing in their private lives. That's why I asked him. I said, "What part of their private life do you know about?" And he took that as an attack. That was a legitimate question.
Yeah, Hey, Max, and I'm not, what I mean, I'm not vouching, I'm not, what I mean, caping or anything, right? But there have been times, I'm just saying, there have been times you've taken what I've said as an attack,
Yeah,
and I'm not
and I
attacking.
told you why, because you be saying fuck shit
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, and I'm not just talking about recently, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
been time, but hey, Max, if it was
Hmm.
attack, I would never be here with you again. You feel me?
Well, I'm
But
not mad at you.
Maximus, you
Huh?
No, but
originally
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is sometimes it's misunderstandings. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes there are
Well, crew,
misunderstandings.
this wasn't a misunderstanding, bro. This is very
Okay.
clear.
but it's interesting, Max, because you born and raised in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Look, yeah. So I think people where they're from is a different experience when they dealing with people. So I might follow you. You know, and not only you're old school too. You know, so you see things so different from me or crew.
Right.
Because you know you're the oldest on this panel. You know, that's why you know even when I express myself and stuff, I keep it real. And at times, either you find it either truth or attack, you let me know at times. You know what I'm saying? And I try to be as balanced as possible when I'm around people. You know.
Well, I like you and crew. That's why I don't stay mad at crew. He gets me mad every now and then, but I don't stay mad at him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I
fuck
like
you, Max. I'm gonna make you mad at me today. No, I'm just
Yes.
no, but it's the same way with you know, the officer, right? People talk about he hates women. How does
Oh, you
he
mean
hate
Charles
women?
Faulkner? Nah,
Yeah.
man, Charles Faulkner is the realest right now, man.
No, but they be talking about he hates women.
No, he
How?
don't hate women.
And I'm like, what the fuck
I
are
mean,
you talking about?
I don't know where they getting that from. Nobody in the, I
This
haven't come
man
across.
has a job that he walks around and protects women all day.
I
That's his
haven't
job. Like, what the fuck are you
I
talking
haven't met anybody in the manosphere yet that hates women. I don't even know where they're getting this from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I asked last
And listen,
weekend, "Am I
I
in the
tell you what,
manosphere?" And they said, "Yeah, yeah, crew, you're in the manosphere." I said, "How?" But I just, you know what I mean. I'm new, but you know what I mean. I bring my thoughts, my ideas, or whatever. I jump on the panels and shit. I support everybody. You know what I mean. I took 2 months off my Patreon, which I made a video about. I got
Yo,
it.
man, we're gonna, hey man, get ready to head over to BGS, yo.
Yeah,
We have
me
to.
as well. Me as well. I
All
just
right,
don't,
y'all.
you know how I be.
all right, guys.
See y'all over there.
Y'all guys do what you have to do, all right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Chaos, if you gonna stay on, I'll be here with you.
Well, like always, I will say this to people that are listening. Like always, be on lookout. And for all that listen, please comment, like, subscribe, and you know, share the video, like always. But other than that, let the chaos reign.